Hey guys, what's up? It's your girl Kia, and I am back for another video. Also, shout out to YouTube who decided to not give me views because I posted multiple videos in one day, back to back to back. Note to self, don't do that again. Okay, so we are going to talk about the Abby Phillips and Cam'ron video. If you are not familiar, Abby Phillips is a well-known anchor on CNN. The girl is professional. She's amazing. She's awesome. She's a black woman. She's everything. And they had the rapper Cam'ron on. They brought him on to talk about Diddy and probably overall black men in hip-hop. And I get why they wanted to have Cam'ron on. Instead of Mase, because Mase and Cam'ron have a show together. I think they thought that maybe Mase was going to be too close to the situation and maybe not want to really make comments or anything, so they chose Cam'ron because they do have a popular podcast and Cam'ron is outspoken. Cam'ron embarrasses not only himself with Abby Phillips on CNN, he embarrasses all of us. He embarrassed hip-hop culture. He embarrassed all of us as black people. It was insane to me, his behavior on the show. He was highly inappropriate. He wasn't really answering the questions. It's almost like he had zero media training. He's never done an interview in his life, and then he went on to make it seem like once he got off the platform that a white platform wanted him to go against a black man. We have got to stop this narrative where everybody's like, oh, they want us to go against black men. They want us to go against black men. They're always tearing down the black man. No, Diddy tore down himself. Let's stop this. Diddy tore down himself. He beat the crap out of that girl in a hallway of a hotel for everybody to see. Meaning if someone would have come out that elevator, out of those rooms, anybody could have seen that. That video is now for the world to see. So white people are not bringing down a black man. White media is not bringing down a black man. It is Diddy who brought down himself, and it should be men in hip-hop like a Cam'ron, like a Mase, like a Fat Joe, any of these men in hip-hop who should be the first ones commenting saying, this is not what we represent, this is not what represents us. And that's what Cam'ron should have gotten on the show and said, saying, I've seen the video, I was disgusted by it, and let me just say this, that this does not represent hip-hop. This is not how we treat women. I understand that music, some people can say that music can be misogynistic or blah, 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 but we do not hit women. We are not beating women. Diddy does not represent us. Instead, he got on there and acted like, well, who booked me on here? Like, why am I on here? What's the point of this? Like, why am I here? And just kind of being like, I don't know Diddy. I don't hang out with him. That's not what Abby Phillips was asking you. She is asking you about as a prominent rapper in hip-hop, how does this make you feel? How does it portray hip-hop? She asked him very vague questions that he could have gone anywhere with. Instead, he decided to act like a petulant child who ain't never been nowhere before around adults. He wasn't paying attention. He's looking all around. He's got the dark sunglasses on. He just was a mess. And to make matters worse, to make it even more disgusting, he talks about going to go get somebody's cheeks after drinking some kind of sexual enhancement drug while he's on the show. I get it. You don't want to answer questions, fine. You can be evasive all you want to, talk about your podcast. We're the #1 podcast in the morning, 8 a.m., all that kind of stuff. But for you to make that highly inappropriate and trashy comment was just ridiculous. It only perpetuates a stereotype about not only black men, but black men in hip-hop, that their main focus is just having sex with girls and drinking. That's it. And it's interesting to me that he gets on his podcast with Mase and says, Mase talks to kids every morning no matter what. Like, he really talks to kids. Okay, if that's a really cool thing that you enjoy, that you think should be highlighted, why didn't you talk about that on the show? You could have said, all of us are not like Diddy. All of us have transitioned out of rapping into other ventures, like Mase, who talks to kids every single morning, no matter what, rain or shine. You could have easily brought that up. You just had to be an adult. You had to be an adult for 7 minutes. And listen, Abby, to her credit, is a consummate professional. She kept her composure. She did look off 1 second when he said, like, why am I here? Who booked me on this? Because I know her producer was just like, wrap it up. There's no point to this. Wrap it up. It's over. It's stupid. I'm not going to continue to have him embarrass not only you, but himself and black people. I venture to guess that his producer is a person of color. Because a person of color definitely would have stopped that. A white producer might have been like, no, drag it out for ratings, pull it out for ratings, but they definitely cut that off quicker. And Cam'ron, if you didn't want to go, if you didn't want to talk about Diddy, then why go at all? You could have just turned it down. And even funnier, what do you guys think that news outlets, as hip hop artists, what do y'all think people are going to interview you guys about right now? I'm talking about the big guys in hip hop. Again, I'm talking about the Cam'rons, the Maces, the Fat Joes, the Drakes if he was going to do an interview, the Kendrick Lamar if he was going to do an interview. You know, I know he got drama going on. The I'm trying to think of rappers right now. I'm having an issue. The Soulja Boys, the other rappers whose name are escaping me right now. What do you think they're going to interview you guys about right now? We have left the rap beef segment of our TV show. We have now entered the Diddy problem. And the Diddy problem does not just affect Diddy. It affects everybody in rap. It affects rap history. Because now we have women who are coming out saying that Diddy did these things to them. Diddy said these things to them. He has been accused of SA. His baby's mothers are coming out saying they understand how Cassie feels, which meaning to me sounds like they've been through the same situation. So this reflects on hip hop. And rappers have to answer for that, whether you want it to or not. Like, it's the same thing when Diamond and Silk came out. And me as a black Republican, I know this is a smaller scale, but me as a black Republican, when Diamond and Silk came out, I had to answer for Diamond and Silk. Like, oh, is that what you're like? Oh, well, do you have other wigs and stuff like that? And I'm having to sit there like, dang, these two raggedy, bad, built body, butch body, never mind, has just made all black Republican women look the same. And it's what you expect, guys. You guys have to defend this. And Abby Phillips, I love you. I know you'll never see this video, but Abby Phillips is amazing. Cam'ron, you're a scumbag for this. You really are. You should have done better. You didn't have to dish on Diddy, but you could have pivoted the conversation instead of just being scummy, trashy, dirty on a public platform. So that is my commentary about this issue. If you disagree with me, drop them in the comments. Let me know. Like and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.